Hi, JD here again. It's been a few weeks since my last video, mainly because I've been thinking about what to talk about next. This is a quick finance video. I know I always say they're quick and they turn out not to be that quick, but I think this will be quite quick today. As you know, I've been talking recently about PCPs and the advantages, disadvantages, different protection you can have, voluntary termination, that kind of thing. And I was on Facebook the other day and an ad appeared in my Facebook stream for vehicle leasing. Now, leasing is not something that I know a lot about. I've never leased a car. I don't really know the ins and outs like I do with a PCP arrangement. But anyway, I thought out of curiosity, I would just compare the lease offer that appeared in my Facebook stream to an identical kind of setup based around a PCP. And I thought it'd be quite an interesting little comparison to make for you. So this is the company. Now, I have to say, I have no affiliation with this company at all. This is just the ad that appeared in my Facebook stream, as it would with anybody else's. Stable vehicle contracts.co.uk. And an offer appeared for a Volkswagen Tiguan. Now, I've never had a Volkswagen, but to be fair, I actually quite like the look of the Tiguan, especially the new one. It's quite nice and chunky. Obviously, it's part of the VAG group, and I've had a lot of Audis in the past, and I've always been pleased with those. So, you know, it's not a car that I would dismiss. And the offer really caught my eye. Now, what I really liked about the lease offer, which you'll see in a second, was that you could do it over 2 years. Now, if you were to do a PCP over 2 years, as I'm going to show you in a minute, it would, unless you put a hefty deposit down, be quite an expensive way of having a new car. And the reason for that is because obviously with the guaranteed future value that we've talked about before, the GFV, obviously vehicles tend to lose most of their value in the first 2 years. So it goes to show that it would make sense that the guaranteed future value after 2 years would be quite a significant drop, and then it would tend to get less and less in years 3, 4, etc. So what I'm going to do, look, first of all, is I'm going to nip over to Volkswagen, and I'm just on their Volkswagen.co.uk finance calculator, and I'm going to see how much it would cost me to buy this Tiguan on a PCP, and then we're going to have a look at it on the stable vehicle contract site. So the car that caught my eye on the stable vehicle leasing contract site was a Tiguan R-Line, and it was the R-Line 2 litre TDI 150 brake, but it was the 4Motion DSG. I've got to be careful here, make sure we get the right one. It's not the 180 brake, so it's the 150 4Motion 7-speed DSG. Okay, that's what we want. And we're going to say my average car mileage is, I usually do 8,000 miles on these, but they haven't got a 8,000 mile option, so we use 10,000 miles. And I'm going to do it over 2 years. And the deposit, I'm going to put down a very small monthly deposit. Now, the way a lease works, I should say, is that they usually quote in initial rental plus term. So, for example, if you were to have a 2-year lease, what it might say is 6 plus 23. And that means 6 months up front, so that's kind of your deposit, and 23 equal payments after that point. Now, I don't want to put, in this example, a big deposit down, so I'm going to do a 1 plus 23. So that's, you know, the minimum outlay. So 1 month's rental as a deposit, and then 23 equal payments after that. So I don't know what deposit I need for this, but I'm going to, because I know the figures of the other one, I've already looked at it, I'm going to put a deposit of £438, and I'll explain why it's £438 in a minute. So tiny deposit, PCP on a Tiguan. The rate's not bad at the moment by Volkswagen. Check out my other videos if you're not sure what APR means. But it's 5.4, so that's reasonable. It's not the best you could get on a new car from any other dealer potentially, or a other dealer. But it's not a bad rate. But let's have a look at this. So, interesting, you see. It's a car with a retail price of 36,165. That's good, so it'll be under the £40,000 threshold, so the road tax will be reasonable. They're giving you a £2,000 deposit contribution. You're putting in, or I should say I'm putting in £438, but the optional purchase payment, the optional final value, £17,500. So you can see it's taken a massive hit in 2 years. We've got a purchase price of 36. We've got an optional final payment of 17.5. So we are less than 50% after 2 years. So you're paying down what? Nearly, what's that? £18,500 you're paying down over 2 years. And that shows in the monthly figure, because the monthly figure is £819.47 for a Tiguan. Brilliant. So I'm putting, let's just go over this again, I'm putting £438 in, and my monthly payment is 23 monthly payments, which is exactly what the lease will be. So 1 plus 23, £897. Wow. Let's have a look now at the leasing solution. So just to show it's exactly the same car, Volkswagen Tiguan, 2 litre TDI, 150 4Motion R-Line, £319 a month. That sounds good. However, their default is not what we want. So let's make sure it's an exactly the same fair comparison. It's a personal contract type. Basically, if you select business, all it does is it shows you the rates ex VAT, but we want personal. 2 months, that'd be good. 24 months. 10,000 miles a year. Actually, I'm going to just get this out of screenshot for now so you can see how surprised you're going to be at this. 10,000 miles a year, and our initial payment 1 month. Okay, so that's exactly the same. Look. Oh, it's actually 1 plus 24. That's interesting. That makes it, I thought it was 1 plus 23. Doesn't matter, because it's still very attractive. What's this? So, personal, 24 months, 1 month rental, 10,000 miles a year on that car. And let's reveal the price. £438 a month. So initial rental, £438, because remember it's 1 month. And then it's 438 equal payments. The only thing is it's 25 months, as I've just found out there, because it's 1 plus 24, and we've got a £300 processing fee. So let's just work out how much it will cost to have that car on both scenarios. So let's just nip over to a calculator. So let's have a look. So we've got to pay on the vehicle, actually let's do the Volkswagen PCP first. We've got to pay £819.47 times 23 plus our deposit of 438. So to do this car on a 2-year PCP from Volkswagen with their current offer is going to cost us £19,285.81 over the 24-month period. Now you might say, yeah, but there'll probably be some equity in that, so you can use that as a deposit on the next one. Maybe there will be, but we're talking about a simple scenario where we're just paying monthly payments and then we're going to give it back. So it's cost us £19,285. With the lease option, it's going to cost us 24 times 438.85 plus our deposit of 438.85 plus £300 processing fee. 11,271. So quite a significant difference. And at the end of a 2-year PCP, you're more than likely going to give it back anyway. Let me just explain a little bit of the differences with a lease. These are my understandings. With a lease, you have got to run it full term. You can get out of it, I think, and reading round the subject, it depends on the company itself, I think. One of the companies that I read, if you wanted to voluntary terminate, if you like, there would be an admin fee, plus you would have to pay 50% of the remaining rental. So let's say we wanted to give this car back after a year. So the remaining amount of rental left on the contract would be 12 times 438.85 divided by 2. So if that's the case, and again, I think this is specific to companies, but this is the one company I found. I think it was I can't remember the name of the company, but it effectively would cost us £2,633 plus some processing fee. Well, to be fair, if I wanted to give this car back on a PCP, what's that car going to be worth after 12 months? We're borrowing 33,727 plus interest. We're gonna owe probably somewhere in the region of what? We're paying down 19,000, say plus interest. Maybe we've paid down 9. I bet we're still going to owe the best part of 24 grand on that car after a year. Is that car going to be worth that? Probably not. So you're going to have negative equity to pay as well. So there's probably not much in it in terms of getting rid of it. The other thing with a lease is option to purchase. There is no option to purchase. And I think you could ring the finance company and say, look, I really love this car. How much is it going to cost me to buy it? But there's no guaranteed value. So the company could say, well, we want 30 grand for it. And you'd probably get a 2-year-old one for a lot cheaper than that. So there's no kind of guarantees. But essentially with a lease, you pay your initial rental, you pay your 24 months and you give it back. Nice thing about doing it over a 2-year period is, certainly in my case, I probably wouldn't even need it to be serviced, because I'd probably give it back. If it's Volkswagen, the same as Audi, their service intervals are usually 18,000 miles or 2 years. Well, I do about 8,000 miles a year. So after 2 years, you could probably give it back. Now, if the service was due, you may find that you'd have to get it serviced before you give it back. Who knows? But let's add another 250 quid to those figures. It still works out a hell of a lot cheaper to lease a car than PCP it, especially if, like me, you get bored easily. I could probably just about live with a car for 2 years. That's actually a really, really neat way, and something that I might consider in the future. I hope that was useful. Please comment and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.